That brings me to the question of the week. And the question of the week this week is a timely one that fits along with this week's discussion of end of the year things. This is a question we've gotten a whole bunch of times, and we always get it this time of year. So I thought that this was a timely one, even though it's something we've probably talked about before. Anshul in our Frequent Miler Insider says, I am one night away from Marriott Platinum status, but I have no plans to stay at a Marriott for the rest of the year. Can I book a cheap award stay at a 4 points, check in and check out through the app, but not actually show up? It's a question that comes up this time of year every year because there are always some people who are just a couple of nights away and don't have a hotel nearby. Is this possible, Greg?
It is possible, but there have been mixed reports about whether or not it works and where. So in fact, I have a friend who did something similar. He tried different properties like around the world, found some of them worked and some of them didn't. So it's very risky. That's all I can say.
If you're going to try that, you want to try it, I guess, early enough in the month to make sure that, that you have time for the credit from the stay to post, and also understand that you may just be throwing points away because you may not get elite credit and you're not going to get your points back after you don't show up for your stay. So, or your money if if it's paid stay.
If it was a paid stay. Exactly. So
there's a lot of risk in that. I don't feel like it's worth it.
Yeah. I wish we could give people like a more definitive answer. Like if you do it this way, it'll work, but if there is an answer to that, I don't know what it is.
And same is true with like all of the programs, basically, because I think at this stage, I think they all have probably, or most of them, the major ones anyway, have an ability to check in and out through the app. But whether or not you're getting away with not ever showing up is like,
right.
Your mileage may vary.
Yeah. And I'll tell you my experience so checking in on the app doesn't really seem to do much of anything, but getting the mobile key seems to be like the key to like you're really checked in at that point. But all the mobile key experiences I had recently have said like you have to go to the desk to sort of prove who you are anyway before they release the key. So I don't think it's meant to work that way, but if it does, then obviously you're not going to be able to get through that piece of it in order to get fully checked in.
And it's worth mentioning here, we didn't mention it before, and we should have, but hopefully you continue to listen to the entire show. It's worth mentioning here, if you're doing a mattress run for multiple nights and you don't intend to stay for the entire stay, let somebody at the hotel know. Talk that over with somebody at the hotel. If you've got like a 5 or 7 night stay and you're going to check in person, you're like, okay, well, it's close, it's nearby, I can go check in person, and then I'm just not going to stay. You want to talk to somebody at the hotel because in many situations, if they find the room is not being used, they will just check you out, and you don't want that to happen. So I don't think I've ever had pushback from a manager when I've said, listen, I have a 5-night stay booked and my plans changed. I'm not going to be here all 5 nights, but I need the elite night credit. So I'm going to check in. Can you just not check me out, please? I don't think I've ever had a manager that said, oh no, we have to check you out if you're not going to be here.
Yeah.
And most of them are happy to do that. So,
and I mean, I haven't even said anything like my plans change. I'm usually just very upfront saying I need 5 elite nights, and so I book this with no intention of staying. Can you just make sure that all 5 nights credit? And that way, if they want to do something else with the room, I don't think they're supposed to, but they could, as long as they give you the 5 nights. That's what matters.
Right, exactly. So make sure that you, if you're mattress running anything, that don't try and hide it. Essentially,
right. There's no reason to. You might get some strange looks, but you're not doing anything wrong.
Right.